Is Magical. My name is Tamara, but you can call me Sassy. For the ones that are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe for me, especially if you like what you hear, you like what you see. All right, this is for Virgo. What's coming to you in August? In the month of August, we're going to start with a general reading, and then we'll go to we'll go from a general reading to a love message, and then um career finance. Okay, then we'll give you a little advice at the end. Just a little 1-2 from spirit. One second, let me get everything together, and then we'll get started. Happy early birthday, Virgos! Y'all have a birthday coming up. I want to be the first one to tell you guys happy birthday. I know we're in Leo season, and Leos don't play about their season, but I'm going to tell Virgos happy birthday early. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'll start with some of these Sassy Star Oracle cards that I've created on my own. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's pull some cards. Spirit, give me some cards for Virgo and what's coming towards them in the month of August. Give me some cards for Virgo, Spirit, and what's coming towards them in the month of August. Give me some cards for Virgo, Spirit, and what's coming towards them in the month of August. This is for Virgo. What's coming towards Virgo in the month of August. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Definitely take what resonate and what doesn't. Leave it behind. Understand this is not everybody's story. If you want clarity, if you want any additional information to see if this, what does apply to you, check the description box to get information on how to book with me, okay? I actually have a website, but I need to update it. So when I update it, I'll add that to the description box as well. All right, let's talk to Virgo. What's coming towards Virgo in the month of August? What is coming towards Virgo in the month of August? What's coming towards Virgo in the month of August, Spirit? What is coming towards Virgo in the month of August? What is coming towards Virgo in the month of August? Let's pull, let's pull, let's pull. Do not go back. Something you do not need to go back to. I'm not sure if that's a person, place, or thing, Virgo, but we'll find out in a moment. Do not go back to it. It's something that you should not go back to. If you're thinking about going back to an ex, if you're thinking about going back to a job that you left behind, don't do it. Don't do it. It's time to move forward. But we're gonna find out. We'll get some clarity on that in a moment. There's a card here. Dropping baggage in the month of August. You'll be dropping baggage. You'll be letting that old shit go. You're not taking anything heavy with you into into um into August. Okay, you're not taking back anything. What's the song by Erica Badu? Bag lady. No bag lady, no bag man. Okay, we're not hurting our backs, and we're not moving on to different people with holding on to old shit. Give me another card for Virgo. Another card for Virgo and what's coming towards them in the month of August. Ooh, okay. Heavy anxiety, Virgo. What's that all about? Some of y'all experiencing heavy anxiety. What's that heavy anxiety about? Because we're already in August. So what is that heavy anxiety all about? Just breathe, deep breaths. Some of y'all need to stretch in the mornings, and when you stretch in the mornings, after you pray or whatever you do, meditate, take deep breaths. Make sure that you're stretching properly. You know what I'm saying? Start your day out totally on a positive note. We're not always certain what's going to happen day to day, but definitely always start your day out on a positive note, feeling light and carefree, as carefree as you possibly can. That is, I know Virgos like things done a certain way, and I don't know if that's the stereotype of Virgo. Like Virgos, they like stuff a certain way, you know. But and I get that, right? But we can't control every outcome. And what you can't control, you let it go and only work on the things that you can't. Give the rest to the Most High and let the Most High work on those things or whoever you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just self, understand that self cannot control everything. One more card. seeing you sound good. And for seeing you sound good, I know some of my excuse me, some of my Virgos are like, Sassy, I do not know how to sing. For this, it is just more so about speaking your truth, saying what you need to say. Don't hold anything in. And if you're like, I don't hold anything in, there's something that you're holding in. There's something that you're not speaking. It's something that you're giving a little more grace to that you shouldn't be giving as much grace to. You need to go ahead and say something about it. Somebody's doing something to you or being shady. Go ahead and say something about it. For some, you really know how to sing, so go ahead and do it. Go ahead and sing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and enjoy it. Even if you don't want to sing professionally, still go out there. Not just singing in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Don't be bashful about that voice. All right, let's go ahead and get some clarity for do not go back. What does Virgo need to not go back to? What does Virgo need to not go back to? What does Virgo need to not go back to, Spirit? What does Virgo need to not go back to in the month of August? What do they need to stay away from in the month of August? Fulfilling a fantasy? That's interesting. Not going back to fulfilling a fantasy. And you know what? I know you're probably like, why should I not go back to fulfilling a fantasy? Look at the person in the card. Honestly, to me, they feel like they're in the clouds, right? But to me, it doesn't look like ecstasy. It looks painful. It looks like it's a lot. It looks like it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that they want, but I don't really think that it's something that you need. So whatever this fantasy is, whether it's to be with a person or maybe you have the fantasy of some type of particular dream job or like a person that you feel should be like your husband or your wife or wanted to live in a certain spot. That's not it's not something that it's not for you. It's not for you. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we think of and everything that we want to do is not always what we should be doing. It's not always in our purpose. And you've probably been halted from being with this particular person. If it's a person for some of you, you've probably been halted from going back to this job. And that is put in place for a reason. That rejection or that hesitation or those obstacles and all that stuff. Something like nothing but the devil. It's nothing but the devil. No, it's not the devil. That's actually protection. You're not supposed to be going in that direction. And what you feel is a fantasy is actually not a fantasy. It might end up being a nightmare for you. But we'll pull more cards, okay? Dropping baggage. I hate nothing about you. I hate nothing about you. That's an interesting card. I hate nothing about you. And like hate is a strong word, right? Hate is a strong word. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that so much. Um, thank you so much. Good Walden, thank you. You know what? I'm not sure if this is you thinking this or somebody else is thinking this. You're like, I hate nothing about you. And hate is such a strong word. So I don't want to say I want you to hate something about them, but you need to just let them go. Somebody has more appreciation and more love for something than they should be giving it. They're giving something too much credit. They're giving something too much credit. Somebody's looking at something through rose-colored glasses when there are plenty of red flags surrounding it. That's why it's saying you need to drop baggage. It is something around you, Virgo, that you're holding on to too tightly. You're seeing too much good stuff in it when there's not as much good stuff in it as you think there is. And you're like, ooh, I love this, or I love them, or I love it, right? When in actuality, you need to let it go. You need to let it go. It's a hindrance. It's a hindrance. You might be enjoying the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for some it's shopping, maybe for some it's drinking, maybe for some it's smoking. You know what I'm saying? And you like it. You absolutely enjoy it. Like you give it your time, but it is something that you're going to have to drop and let go. We'll put some more cards on that as well. Let's just go to heavy anxiety. We'll come back to it. All right, heavy anxiety. Let's clarify heavy anxiety for Virgo and what's coming to Virgo in August. What's causing Virgo heavy anxiety? Ooh, Virgo. I'll see that. A situation's about to explode. Shit. Shit's about to pop off in flames. Oh, okay. Y'all know something's about to happen. Y'all know something's about to happen, Virgo. You having heavy anxiety because like you might not even know exactly what it is. Some of you probably don't even know exactly what it is, but you like can sense that something crazy is about to happen in the month of August is if it hasn't already happened because it is what the 8th of August. So for some it probably has already happened. For others it may be on its way and you just feel it already like something's about to pop off, something's about to fucking happen. Like what I feel as though is I'm thinking that this sing you sound good for some people, not for the ones who actually can sing and you know you kind of holding yourself back, but for the ones who need to open up their throat chakra and they've been given too much grace. I think once you open your mouth and say what you have to say, it's going to cause an explosion. But we're gonna find out. Somebody's not gonna like the honesty behind what you say, or somebody's not gonna like, how you come back and tell them that you don't like what the hell they been doing or how they've been moving or how they've been treating you. Let's clarify seeing you sound good for Virgo. What's coming to them in August? Let's get some clarity on seeing you sound good. Envy. Okay, I'm telling you, Virgo. This is somebody envious because some of you Virgos have a nice voice, a nice velvety, luxurious voice, and you can carry a note and like your shit sounds good and like you have some envious people of that. But then some of my Virgos have some envious people around you altogether. And when they talk to you, their words are dripping in disdain. Their words are dripping in jealousy and envious and envy of you. Sometimes some of my Virgos don't even really. I'm probably not even talking to these people, and they just watching you. They're watching you, Virgo. Somebody watching you. They probably watching the way that you talk to other people, or the way that other people like your presence and the way you move. Virgos have nice style, and Virgos move real smooth, and you tend to be pretty organized about yourself or whatever. And somebody's envious of that. Somebody might be envious of your voice, and not just the ones who can sing. They might be envious just of the way that you speak. You know what I'm saying? You might have good jokes, or you know what I'm saying. Like you might you have a you have a hater in your midst. You got a hater in your midst. They're watching you. They're envious of how you move, Virgo. They envious of how you move. They envious for a lot of you. They envious of the way that you talk. They envious of your voice. Maybe I have a smooth voice, and they envious of it. Sometimes like people can hear somebody and their skin crawls just because they're jealous of the sound of their voice. Like people are weird like that. They are very strange like that. Like there's some crazy ass people out there like that. Let's get some clarity on drop of not going back and fulfilling this fantasy. Let's get some clarity. Let's get some more clarity. Fulfilling this fantasy. Let me see. Oh, let's pull one more. Still pretty much the same card. And messages was on the other card, and dreams. What I think is Virgo. What's on my thought process when it says do not go back. Like I'm telling you, some of y'all. I'm not sure if this a family thing or if it's a job, but it's something that you've been dreaming of. It's something that you've been dreaming of, that you've been kind of holding near and dear. And for you, it's the end all be all. Like, and I think a lot of you feel like you've been getting messages about it, but I don't think the messages are what you think it is. I don't believe that the messages are like, go ahead and do it. I think the messages are like, stop right here. Like, stop right here and let's do something different. Let's do something different. Like, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Like I believe that a lot of you are like, I'm having intuition. I'm getting thoughts about this, and I'm getting signs and symbols, but I don't believe those signs and symbols are telling you to keep going with the things that you were going. Even the card that I put back was like messages and communication. It was basically saying the same thing. And the one before that, that dropped on the ground, it was like family. So I believe that somebody, some Virgo, wanted a family with someone, but that wasn't for you. Like that person was not somebody that you were meant to make a family with. Like they were not your person. You did not need to make a baby with them. They did not need to be your husband or wife. No, that wasn't meant to happen. And I know you probably be getting some dreams, probably been getting dreams and some messages, but I believe those dreams are more so to tell you to slow that shit down. Slow it down. This is not for you. Don't go back to that. I understand we all want our fantasy, but sometimes fantasies become reality and they're not what you think they are. They're not what it seems. All right, let's go ahead and pull. I'll pull the tarot for it just to solidify everything towards the end. All right, dropping baggage, and I hate nothing about you. Let's get clarity here. Thoughts and isolating. You're gonna have to when you stop to drop this baggage. You're gonna be in heavy reflection, right? You're gonna be heavy in heavy reflection, self reflection, and a lot of you are gonna pull yourself back and sit with your own thoughts and think about this particular thing that you love and that you can't let go of, but you actually need to let go. I think in the month of August, you're gonna isolate yourself. You're gonna isolate yourself because you're gonna start thinking back and you're gonna realize that this thing that you hate nothing about can't go with you going forward. It's going to be a hindrance. And you're going to see that. Look how this person is in the shadow. They half in the shadow, half in the light. And that baggage has you in the shadow. But those thoughts are going to have you in, self reflection. Gonna make you open up and understand exactly why this is actually baggage and it's not something that you should take with me. And it's funny because it seems like this dropping baggage and not going back is going hand in hand. It's going hand in hand. It's about forward movement for you in the month of August. Looks like to me, feels like the theme here for me, forward movement. You opening up your throat chakra. You keep being exactly who you think you are. The heavy anxiety for me is because things are about to change. For a lot of you, you're gonna have some quick change, something shaky, something about to shake up the spot. And once it shakes the spot up, like it's going to feel better though. It's not going to be like, damn, something shake up the spot and now I'm having bad luck. It's going to shake up the spot and you're going to feel better about it shaking up the spot, right? Let's get some clarity on heavy anxiety and shit's about to explode for Virgo coming towards them in August. I hate when the cards keep falling on the floor, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all, look, what did I just say, Virgo? What did I say? I said once it shakes up the spot, it's gonna be good for you. Cause look at it. Forming structure and solid foundation. Is one I'm telling you, once you shake up the spot, like and you again, for some of you have already had it because this is the 8th of August. So this probably already had happened for some. But for the ones that haven't, you feeling that heavy anxiety because you know that something is about to change. You know that something is about to change. You know that it's about to be a different ball game. You know that something that you're about to say when you open your mouth and you let somebody know how you're feeling or how you're moving, it's gonna shake shit up. But once it shakes it up, it's gonna create structure. It's gonna create a solid foundation. It's gonna change things in your favor. It's not gonna change it. It's not gonna make it to where it's not in your favor. It's going to be in your favor. Seeing you sound good, and envy, regret and repression, regret and repression, right? Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm thinking for a lot of you, this is not you regretting. This is the envious person regretting. They're gonna regret being envious of you because you're actually very likable, Virgo. You're actually very likable. You know what I'm saying? You're good people. You're actually very likable. You know what I'm saying? You will help where you can help. You're gonna give love. You're gonna give nurturing. Like, and once they realize, like, you have caught on to the fact that they envy you, they envy the way that you talk, and you envy the way that you move, Virgo, they're gonna regret not being able to be close to you. They're gonna regret that they didn't make you a friend, you know what I'm saying, or somebody close to them to the point to where they know they're gonna now push to the back. They're gonna regret it. They're gonna regret it. They're gonna regret it. Especially for my Virgos who sound good. Once you really put your who actually can really sing, once you put yourself out there, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't know if you're gonna like blow up from singing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't pulled any cards on that, right? But once they hear that you really can sing and you sound good and they're the only person that's envious of you, they're gonna regret it. They're gonna regret it. This is not you having regrets, Virgo. This is whoever this envious energy is, they're gonna regret trying to make you an enemy, trying to make you a problem when in actuality you're good people. You probably didn't even do shit to this person. I think they're just jealous of your aura. This person just jealous of your aura. Because a lot of you probably can't even sing. Like Sassy, I cannot sing, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But for the ones who just have that energy, you just have that energy. And some people are just jealous of your light. They're just jealous of your aura. But then they're gonna be like, dang, I kind of like Virgo's aura. I kind of like Virgo's, light. But by that time, you're gonna be like, okay, bitch, I realized that you didn't like me. And that you was envious of me. You was talking about me. And every time we had a conversation, you had little small shady remarks that you were saying to me, you know what I'm saying? And like, I can't be fucked up with that. Like, I can't do it. We can't be friends. We can't be friends. We can't be buddies. We can't be none of that. Hey, Planet, let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Let's pull some tarot for what Virgo does not need to go back to. Let's pull some tarot for somebody, for from somebody you was working with, somebody you was working with, somebody you was working with. Somebody that you was working with, Virgo, they were shady. They were shady. And you know what? This looks like work. This looks like work right here. It looks like maybe y'all had a work idea or some type of idea that you thought would make money. Y'all thought that you would make money and y'all felt like y'all would be good to work together. And like, hey, maybe this was your dream job, but they shady as shit. They shady, Virgo. They shady. Ooh, they shady. They doing stuff behind your back. I don't know if they making deals with other people. They're doing stuff behind your back. This a work thing. This a work thing. This is somebody that you were thinking about working with. And even if it's not like business, maybe it's somebody, a family member that y'all were thinking about working together, some type of way you wanted to work with somebody. You wanted to partner up and y'all had the idea of working together. And like the way that they talked about it sounded so good. It sounded so good. It sounded like music to your ears. They're like, yeah, yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Happy Cat Day. I didn't know it was Cat Day. That's cute. That's cute. What's today? The 8th? That's cute. I think this was somebody that you were working with, that you wanted to work with, and it sounds so good. It sounded like you were fulfilling your fantasy the way that they were talking to you. They were like a used car salesman. They made it sound so good. And you know that you had good intentions. You know your intentions were good, Virgo. So you already know that you like to make money. So if you can get in with a loved one or a good friend to make money, or even somebody who already is a business person and it looks like their business is going good, you probably already felt like, okay, your shit is already together. Let's go ahead and try to work together. But they shady. They shady. They doing stuff behind your back. They making moves behind your back. They signing stuff behind your back. Some of them are even going to other people with the idea that you two have together. Yep, 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 yep. They taking the idea that you two or three, because it could be you and two other people, because it's the Three of Pentacles. It might be three people, you and two other people. They're taking your ideas and they're selling your ideas to other people, and now they're trying to make do it with those people too. Instead of keeping it amongst the two of you, the three, two or three of you, they're going back. And even if they're not telling them to use the ideas, they're telling them y'all business when it's your business. Y'all just trying to get up off the ground yourself. Nobody has time for them to be telling other people about what you have going on when you're trying to get it together too. So for a lot of my Virgos, it's a work thing. It's somebody you're trying to work with, somebody you're trying to collaborate with, somebody you thought that you could make some money with, and you both had, or you had good intentions. They don't have good intentions. They don't have good intentions. And for it to say not to go back, I feel like you had a twinge of knowledge that this, like, something wasn't right. I feel like you kind of figure. I think you've kind of figured it was too good to be true, because it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. So fantasies tend to be like what things that you wish that you could do, things that might be extremely far fetched, but you still want to give it a try. You know, you're a fantasy, right? And so I feel like you in the back of your mind, it felt a little bit too good to be true. And you know what? You still probably could do this, but just not with this person or persons or people. You know what I'm saying? Just try it with someone else or start for yourself. Go and do it yourself. All right, let's get some cards here. Dropping baggage. Dropping baggage in the month of August for Virgo. Dropping baggage in the month of August for Virgo. Here, let's get some cards. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to isolate yourself. You got somebody all in your business. You got somebody all in your business. A immature person. They talk so much. They talk a lot. They talk a lot. They talk a lot. And you know what? The baggage is you have somebody that you're telling your business to. This a person. They might be younger than you. This sounds specific. They might be younger than you. For some, it might be a sibling, a relative. They're younger than you. And you tell them your business. You tell them your business, right? Their baggage though, because you're telling them your business and they telling other people your business too. They telling other people your business. When you tell them stuff, they run back and tell other people stuff. And the crazy part about it is with this page of swords, it's not like I don't even think they have any malicious intent behind it. I think they become too excited with the knowledge that the things that you're telling them, and the things that you're telling them excites them. And so they run back and they talk about it. You ever had people that's like you tell them something and then they get with somebody else, and that person kind of like has a similar situation, and they're like, oh yeah, with such and such, went through the same thing. And so they accidentally tell your business because like they feel as though they can relate. But it's like, damn, like, bitch, don't relate with my story. Don't relate to them with something that I told you. You relate to them with something that you did yourself, not something that I told you. And it's crazy because not only are they telling, but they're giving details. They're giving details. Because the page of swords, they're excited. So they're giving details. Like, they're not just saying, well, a friend of mine, they're like, Virgo is going through the same thing, or Virgo told me this, or Virgo's thinking about doing that, and they're saying it like that. They're not saying, well, a friend of mine went through this, or a friend of mine's gonna get this type of job. Like, they're detailed, like they're saying it is you. And I think you're gonna realize in the month of August, you're gonna drop them because you're gonna realize you're gonna realize, King of Cups, you're gonna realize, and you're gonna big dog step away from them. They're gonna big dog step away from them. Huge walk away. Once you, oh man, they're gonna light a fire in you. Once you realize that this person is telling your business. And again, I don't believe that they're telling your business maliciously. I believe that they're just talking excitedly, right? And the things that you're saying are making them excited. So they're talking in such an excited way, and they're trying to be so relative in the conversation they're having with other people that you tend to come up. But once you find out that they're telling your business, they're gonna light a fire up under you, and you're gonna step away from their ass so quick. You're gonna walk away with their ass so quick, and it's gonna be a definitive step away from them. Like, they're gonna wake you up. 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 They're g This is the baggage you're gonna happily walk away from. You're gonna happily walk away from it. They're gonna light a fire in front of you once you find out that they're telling your business. And again, I don't believe it's malicious intent. Like the page of swords doesn't tend to be malicious intent. It's just like, I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm slightly childish. I'm immature type of energy, right? Right? But I'll give you the knowledge that I have. If I have some knowledge, I'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? If I have some things I know, I'll tell you. And that's kind of what this person is doing. They're just talking about what they know about. And you just happen to be the topic of that conversation. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, damn, Virgo is ain't shit and like this is what that bitch got going on. Like it's not on that type of energy at all. It's just like we talking and it's relative to a conversation that I had with Virgo. So here is that. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. Listen, heavy anxiety, shit's about to explode, form and structure. And I keep pulling nothing but confirmation. Nothing but confirmation. Once this shit explodes and shit pops off, right? And you get your structure and your foundation, man, you're gonna feel like the slate has been wiped clean. It's on to bigger, better things. It's all about risk taking now. Cause now you're like, shit, I did the heavy part, I did the hard part. Like I said it, like, yeah, I might have created some shaky shit. I might have created a little chaos, momentarily chaos, but it's gonna create structure. It's gonna create a solid foundation, and it's gonna give you the opportunity to take more risk, to do more things. You know what I'm saying? And these are calculated risks. These aren't just like you're gonna do some wild shit. It's not that because this is a solid foundation. So once the solid foundation is there, now you have now you can build whatever you want off that solid foundation, right? Whether that's a house, a business, a new relationship, for some of you, whatever that foundation is, now it's solid. So now you can do something different on that solid foundation. When it was shaky and it was cracked, you couldn't do anything on it, right? You had to do what you could do on it. But now that it's solid, there's a structure, you're forming something, you can form what you want because it's a new slate, a solid new slate. You can do what you want. Get another card. If you need more clarity for this, you can do what you want. You can do exactly what you want. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, because before you couldn't move how you wanted to move. You couldn't move how you wanted to move before Virgo. You couldn't. Not how you wanted to because the foundation was too shaky. Your anxiety was too high. And now you're like, yeah, like I got to shake this shit up. I got to say what I need to say, or I got to do what I need to do in order to change the situation that I'm in. Right? And Nine of Pentacles said that you weren't happy. And Virgos is a sign of luxury. It's one of those signs that's a sign of luxury, right? Because that's what pretty much what all the earth signs are. They're a sign of practical movement, practical thoughts. They're a sign of wealth, right? Because they're the pentacles in the tarot deck. All right. The earth signs are the pentacles. So they're the signs of the money. They're the signs of the hard workers, right? And at one point in time, this shaky ass foundation, this anxiety was causing you not to be not independent and together as you want it to be. But once you shake this shit up and you say what you have to say or do what you need to do, you're gonna be back on top. Let's get some more clarity here. Clarity for the seeing you sound good. Let's see what this hater's talking about. They're gonna come in and still trying to talk to you, Virgo. They're gonna come trying to talk to you. And they're gonna come in quick. Right after they start regretting the fact that they didn't make you a friend and they tried to make you I don't even want to say an enemy. They try to make you feel funny on yourself. They try to make you forget who you are. That's what they were trying to do. That's what they were trying to do. That's why whenever y'all talked or y'all had conversations or when you walked past them, they looked at you a certain kind of way or they whispered to whoever was next to them and but still while looking at you, they were just jealous of your movements. And you're not even doing nothing but being Virgo. You didn't do nothing to them. You did nothing to this person. You did nothing to them. But be your enjoy your own loving self in your own world, cracking jokes with the one that you love. Cause y'all know Virgos love to crack some jokes, okay? Cracking jokes with your people, you know what I'm saying? And they just was jealous of that. People surrounding you and listening to you talk and listening to your stories. They really want to be you, Virgo. They really want to be the one in the middle that people are hanging on to their words and laughing at their jokes and asking you to sing for them because you got a nice voice. They jealous of that shit. And once they start regretting it, they're gonna come to you. They're gonna want to talk. They're gonna want to talk, Virgo. They're gonna want to have a cute communication. They're gonna want to, I'm not sure if they're gonna want to apologize or whatever, but they're definitely gonna want to come in and have a conversation. Okay. So don't be surprised you see a phone number come across your phone in the next like day or so of them calling you. You know what I'm saying? If that's somebody that's close to you. Cause for some it could be a family member. Could be a family member, could be a coworker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they're gonna come to you. So if it's a coworker, you get to work and you see them walking up on y'all fast and shit, they come to talk. They coming to see how they can do some damage control. If it's a family member, they gonna call you. They're gonna call you in a couple. They're gonna call you between now, tomorrow, sometime this week. They're gonna call you. Let's get another card. They're gonna call you because they in their heads. They are so in their heads. They don't really know what a lot of y'all are thinking. It's funny because I don't even think y'all are saying nothing to them. That's why I say y'all not doing nothing to them, Virgo. They're not doing nothing to them. Like even when they're like being shady and shit, and they saying shady remarks, and they being weird and doing weird shit. Like you really moving extremely royal, right? Like you're not even letting them know what you're thinking. You might be saying stuff like to your spouse or like to other family members or to other coworkers. You might be saying little stuff, but they got to be close people who not going back and saying something. And I could tell that they close because this person gonna be so in their heads. They're so in their heads because they're trying to understand what Virgo thinking. Like what Virgo saying about me. What Virgo thinking. Like what. Like I know what I've said about them. I know what I've done towards them, but like they're not even moving towards me like they're mad. They're not like trying to get revenge. Like they're not saying any shady shit back. Like y'all really like treating them like peasants, to be honest. I treat them like peasants. I guess y'all like shit. Baby, you're not even worth my time. You're not worth my time. You're not worth my energy. And it's exactly how that's going. That's exactly how that's moving. They know it. They know it. They know it, Virgo. And you got them in their head so bad. You got them in their head so bad because you're not even giving them a second glance. Like you let them say they little shady shit. Sometimes you might just laugh it off. You might just walk away from them. But you got them so in their head because they're not even. You realize that they're not even on your level. They're not even worth the conversation. They're not worth the cursing out. They're not worth any of that. They're not worth any of that. For what? All right, let's talk. Let's talk. Love for what's coming towards Virgo. Let's talk about love. What's coming towards Virgo and love. What's coming towards Virgo and love for the month of August? Some of y'all get back out there. Y'all not already dealing with somebody. Somebody y'all getting back out there after some heartache, some pain. Yeah, some of y'all some because I got two stories. Got two things, okay? I got some of y'all are getting back out there at the time of sleep and like just resting and kind of staying away from the thing called love, right? Some of y'all, right? Because you've been hurt in the past, you know what I'm saying? Things haven't been going your way, in the love department in the past. So a lot of y'all are trying to get back out there and like see what you can do again. And then some of y'all are having heavy anxiety and don't want shit to do with love, restless as hell, because you're probably still dealing with that right now, still dealing with not being happy in a love situation. Okay. So if you're already in a love situation, it's probably not going the best for you right now. And it kind of has you restless and anxiety filled and sleepless. Might need some rest for some of you, or you might need to back away from this situation. I think a lot of you were sleeping on yourself, and you're waking up and realizing like, I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit. Like I could do bad all by my motherfucking self. I don't got time for this. Let's get another card. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Ten of Cups reverse. Yeah. Some of y'all are like, no, I could do all bad about myself. Like something that you felt like could have been long term before you were feeling like. For some of you, this could be your husband or your wife. This could be a marriage. This could be a long term relationship that you waking up from and seeing that it's not all that's cracked up to be. If you're my single Virgos, not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Some of y'all waking up trying to get back out there because things have hurt you. But at the same time, you're skeptical as hell. You're skeptical as hell. You're skeptical that anything that you deal with, that like it just might not turn out to be what you want it to be. And I hate I hate for you to feel that way because that kind of brings the frequency of shit like that to happen to your doorstep when you just feel like, anything that you touch or anything that you will be dealing with could automatically already be shitty. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, come on now. You can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't immediately think this going to be shitty before you know if it is shitty. You know what I'm saying? You have to give it a try. You can't let everything from your past like dictate what's going on in your present. Like at least have to give it a shot. At least have to put yourself out there to be a little bit vulnerable. But for my ones that's in a relationship, you're saying things differently. This might seem you might have thought that this held longevity and this was your person forever, but these last couple of days, weeks, or months, you haven't been quite feeling like that. Mm-mm. You haven't been feeling like this your person, or you're not acting like this your person. So let me tell you something. Like if there's like abuse or like and I mean abuse of any sort, physical, mental, emotional abuse, you know what I'm saying? Like I would recommend to leave. You know what I'm saying? I would. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you can do for some counseling, you can get your therapist, a marriage counselor, and you can go and talk to the marriage counselor because the marriage counselor not only going to teach you how to get back together and make it spicy and and stay together, but they'll also teach you or let you know if it's time to let it go. That's what marriage counseling is about. It's not always just, oh, work it out and we can fix it. Sometimes they teach you also how to let it go. If you're in a long-term relationship and you're not married, you still can get couples counseling. You still can have couples counseling if you feel as though you still want to be with this person or they still want to be with you. Go to your marriage counselor and open up and talk about the different things that you're going through. What is making you sad? What's putting a dark cloud over your home and over your relationship, right? Right. And for my single Virgos, don't automatically think that shit is shitty just because like, you've been through some past stuff. Like, give it a try. Give it a try. Ask questions. Don't go in. I'm not saying going with your heart on your sleeve, like, ooh, baby, I love you and I want to give it all. Go in and ask questions. Lots of questions. Sometimes roundabout questions. They don't even have to be like, oh, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Like, ask some roundabout questions. Ask them about their mama. Ask them about their daddy. Ask them about their relationship with their siblings. See how they talk about their friends and the ones that they're close to when they're not around. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Things like that. Then you'll know what type of person you're dealing with. Watch how they spend their money. Watch how they love on the people around them that are not you. You know what I'm saying? How they talk about ex partners, which I hate when people talk about their ex partner because, like, don't talk about your ex partner to me because I feel as though if you have time to talk about them, then maybe you still got a little thing for them. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it is watch how they don't talk about their ex partners. Watch how they move forward with confidence and they move forward because none of that shit matters. That shit is over. It's over. It's over. So there's really no need to even have the conversation about an ex partner or whatever. But again, I don't know why I feel like I need to say this again for my Virgos that are married. because I don't know if y'all know, but like I'm going to school for psychology, and I actually want to be a marriage counselor. That is one of the things that I would like to do. Because I am a divorcee. I am, right? And so with being that, I still want to be able, I love love. Like I love couples, I love people being together as much as they possibly can, right? So it's just like go and get that counseling to see where you are, see if you can strengthen the relationship, reconcile and move forward, or also to see how you can end things amicably, right? So you can end things. If you have to end those things, you decide that you two can't fix anything, or you're just so off, you're so out of alignment with each other, because sometimes we do grow apart. Some people have been married 15, 20, 25 years. Some of my Virgos have been married a long time, probably been married since you were kids. And you're not the same Virgo that you was back then when y'all got married at 20 and 21 and 22. You know what I'm saying? You're not that same Virgo. And your person might not realize that you're not that same Virgo. They still trying to keep you at baby Virgo when now you're a big mama, a big daddy Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So you're not that. And sometimes you do grow apart. And everybody does not welcome change. So while you're welcoming change and growth, your person is not welcoming change and growth, and that becomes hard. So again, for some reason, I'm just getting that for my married Virgos, go seek counseling to see what the next move is. Don't just sit in misery. Let's talk about finances and money for Virgo. Let's talk about finances and Virgo for money. I mean, finances and money for Virgo. What's coming towards Virgo in the month of August, and finances and career. Let's see. You healing? Yeah. You healing from something? Did somebody just have a financial hardship? Somebody just healing from financial hardship. I had a disappointment, and I know this sounds specific too, because I know y'all like, hell no, I got money, shit is sweet. But somebody just had a financial setback, and they're trying to get back up, trying to get their funds back up, trying to get their money back up. It might seem like it's a slow process, but this Knight of Pentacles might seem like a slow process. But right now, it's just about being consistent. It's about being disciplined. It's about, being routine, which is what the Knight of Pentacles shows. And a lot of times it has a tendency to be slow. But let's see, let's get another card. But slow and steady always wins the race, right? Slow and steady always wins the race. Give me another card. Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, Virgo, I feel like you had a financial setback. And so right now you're slowly trying to get all your shit back together. Something that you something that you put some money into fell through. It didn't. This is coming in August. This is coming in August. This is coming in this month. Hmm. So Virgo, if you recently invested into something financially, you just put down some money into something, like it's probably gonna fall through. It might not get the investment back that you think it's gonna get. You might not get the returns that you think you're gonna get. Like, and it's gonna hit you hard. It's gonna hit you hard, right? It is. It is gonna hit you hard. But you're gonna get right back up. You're gonna get right back up, and you're gonna get right back on the horse, and you're gonna build this shit back up. Again, it might seem like you're building it up slowly, but you're gonna build it right back up. Oh no, I need something to drink down here. I got to have a little something. Woo. You're gonna get right back up. Like it's gonna hit you hard though. Like, and I'm not saying that like it's gonna put you in the poorhouse, but it's probably, I think what's gonna hit you the hardest about it is because like you really thought that like this was a good idea. You really thought this was a good plan. And you know what? It's this. It's this. It's this, Virgo. You invested with this creep. You invested in with this creep, Virgo. You invested in with this creep. Yeah. And what I think that what's gonna hurt you the most is like them the shadiness behind the whole situation. Them being so fucking shady. When you thought that y'all really had a plan and you were putting good effort into it, you were sowing some money into this shit. You were putting money into this shit. Like Springfield with the monorail, when they with Springfield, the Simpsons when they put money in towards the monorail, and then at the end it was like no tracks at the end, and so they damn near crashed. This is that. This is that. And I think you're gonna be more so hurt, not so much as hurt from the fact that like your investment fell through. I think you're gonna be more so hurt at this bitch that you put your trust into. This person that you thought that y'all were gonna make some money together and y'all had good camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? Your plan was good and like this was your dream job or dream project and they made it sound so good and your intentions were pure to make that money, right? But then once you find out that you're dealing with a creep, that's what's gonna hurt. That's what's gonna hurt. And it might set you back a little. It's gonna set you back a good little. But luckily Virgo's hard workers anyways. Y'all about y'all bread. So you're gonna get y'all ass right back up on that horse. Right back up on that horse. Even though he on the cat. He's on the cat. He's not on the horse. He's on the cat. But y'all get what I'm saying. It's still the night. You're gonna get right back on that horse and you're gonna go back out there and you're gonna make that bread over that you invested into this creep. You're gonna get that money right back. Might take you a little time, take you a little effort. And for a lot of you, I think gonna make you move slow is just because your feelings were hurt. That's what's gonna kind of slow you down a little bit. Because you could easily be the king of pentacles where, you're just right back at it and you just, the money's right back. But I think what's gonna slow you down is that your feelings are gonna be hurt because you chose to put in effort towards a creep and they tried to play you. They want some creep ass shit. They telling your business. They going back telling your business. They being shady. They doing deals behind your back. And you're gonna find out. They take not only doing deals behind your back, the money that you're sowing into this project with them, they probably pocketing it. They pocketing it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why you didn't get any returns with the Seven of Pentacles reverse. That's why you didn't get any harvest. You didn't get any returns because they're keeping the money or they're not keeping the money. They're keeping it regardless. Even if they're going and putting it towards something else, they're still keeping it because they're not putting it on what you two or you three. Because for some reason, for some, I feel like it's either two or three people involved. Um, yeah, they on some creep shit. Yeah, let's get some advice for Virgo. And we'll go ahead and close up. Let's get some Virgo for some advice for Virgo in the month of August. Let's get some advice for Virgo in the month of August. Let's get some advice for Virgo in the month of August. I don't know, Virgo. Like, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Like, you got new projects coming up. You got new money opportunities coming up. Like, don't be too hurt. I'm gonna tell you that. That's the advice that I have. Like, don't be too fooled by this creep or creeps if you're dealing with more than one person. Like that story seems so specific. I know you're like, damn, that's not my story, but that is some Virgo story. They reckon with a creep. Um, don't be so don't be so hurt. Don't be so bothered by this. Because when I tell you more opportunities are going to come up, you already know more opportunities to come up. Because I told you, you got the fool right here. You know what I'm saying? You have the solid foundation and structure coming up. So even once everything hits the fan, you find out that you're dealing with a creep. You get rid of this envious jerk that's around you. You still gonna have financial opportunities dropping at the sky because the pinnacle is in the sky. That pinnacle's in the sky. It just dropped right in their hand. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna have opportunities to be great. And again, that nine of pentacles is only a knight of pentacles because inner chaos. You feel conflicted because you're putting your trust and your efforts into a creep. So that is exactly what's slowing you down from being the king of pentacles because it's for you that is easy money to become the king of pentacles. Like easy money. Like no problem. You're only the knight, and taking your time and moving slow because that person tried the shit out of you. And so now you're like, this bitch tried me. Like, I can't believe they tried me. Like, I can't believe we sat down and we had this conversation about making this money or doing this project and we were gonna do this and we were gonna do that. And then you found out that they were a snake. So it's gonna have you kind of like second guessing yourself. Don't second guess yourself. You can't second guess yourself because you were dealing with a snake. You can't second guess yourself because you was dealing with a snake. Forgive yourself and let's move on to the next opportunity that is surely coming your way in the month of August. Another card. Virgo, follow your intuition. Use discernment. Do not look at anything through rose-colored glasses. You see red flags, you don't automatically water the shit down to pink. You can't do that. You have to let those red flags be red flags. And you have to use that red, because what is red? Red means stop in a lot of things. Stop sign, traffic light. It means stop. Put a halt. Put a halt. And I felt like for a lot of you, you knew that this was a creep. You knew that you was dealing with a creep. You felt it. You felt like it was too good to be true, but you watered those red flags down to be pink. Thank you. Thank you so much. You watered those red flags down to be pink. And it looked cute and it looked joyous and it looked fun and it looked, ooh, I like this, right? It made you feel giddy, all right? And yeah, no, we're using discernment in the month of August. We gaining clarity. There is no confusion. Anything that does cause confusion in the month of August, it is not for you. If it's something that you have to guess who, what, when, and why, if there's something in the back of your mind like twinkling, like, this don't feel right, no, stop. Don't go. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to tell them, no, I don't think this will work out. I don't think this is going to work out. I don't think this shit is going to work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Tell them. Tell them. I don't feel like this is gonna work out. And even if you don't want to tell them, like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but I'm big on ghosting. Okay. Even if you don't want to say, I don't feel like this shit gonna work out, block their number. Block their number. Block them. Block their email address. Block them. Block them. Put them on spam. Block them. Don't ever talk to them again. Cause they trying to scheme anyway. They're trying to scheme. They're trying to scam. They're trying to be shady. They're trying to get over on you anyways. So they're worthy of a ghosting and they're worthy of being blocked. Okay, so do that. All right. So that's what I have for Virgo coming towards you in the month of August. Um, I'm gonna go and do Libra next, actually. So come on back. As soon as I get off Virgo, I'm gonna go straight to Libra. All right, so that's what I have for Virgo coming towards you in the month of August. Thank you everybody for joining the live. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, my name is Tamara, but you can call me Sassy. Bye, Virgo.